The March Madness college basketball tournament is upon us, and in spirit of one of the most exciting sporting events of the year, we decided to have some office fun by having a little tournament of our own with a sweet spin. Introducing the Sidle Insurance March Sweetness Tournament. We placed 32 desserts, treats, and sweets into a tournament bracket, then the Sidle Insurance staff chose which they prefer until there was just one treat remaining, the Sidle Insurance March Sweetness Champion. Keep watching to root for your favorite dessert, find out which treat is crowned champion, and maybe learn a thing or two about insurance. Disclaimer, creating this bracket made us very hungry, and it may make your stomach growl a bit too. Also, there are a lot of tasty desserts out there, and the selection committee might have missed a few, but hey, if your favorite treat didn't make the tournament, or you feel it should have been ranked higher, give it a shout out in the comments. Our bracket consists of two regions. Ice cream cake is a formidable number one seed in Region A. Frosting, ice cream, and a layer of crunchy chocolate crust. It's hard to beat something that offers so many perks in one package. In our opinion, you should be able to expect the same from your insurance provider. No, not ice cream and chocolate. We're talking about an experience that has numerous upsides. Local reliable service, professional insight and guidance, fair prices, all provided by someone you can communicate with face to face. Personally, I like number 2 ranked pie in this side of the bracket. Apple, pumpkin, blueberry, raspberry, chocolate. There are dozens of options. It really all depends on what suits you. It's like working with an independent insurance agency such as Sidle Insurance. We partner with dozens of insurance companies to provide the best options suited to your insurance needs, because insurance is not a one-size-fits-all product. In Region B, cookie cake is ranked number 1 because what's better than a really tasty cookie? One that's sized to adequately suffice your sweet tooth. It doesn't do you much good to have a nibble or two if it only leaves you wishing you had more. And it might not do you much good to have an insurance policy that doesn't adequately protect you in the event of a loss either. Take auto insurance, for example. Opting for bare minimum coverage to save a few dollars can be a dangerous practice that leaves a large margin for potential out-of-pocket expenses down the road. New York State minimum auto insurance coverages are currently as follows. Property damage liability, which offers coverage for repairs to another individual's property when the insured driver in question is at fault, starts at a state minimum coverage limit of only $10,000 for a single accident. Bodily injury liability coverage, which offers coverage for injuries drivers cause to other individuals should they be found at fault in an accident, start at only $25,000 per person and $50,000 total per accident. That may sound like a lot, but at Sidle Insurance, we almost always recommend greater coverage limits than the state minimum, because when serious claims occur, these funds can be exhausted very quickly. Our bracket is set, and it's time for the tournament to start. Let's see the results of the first round. There were a few close calls, but in the end, all of our best ranked sweets are off to a good start and have advanced to the second round. Though our first round was a landslide victory for most desserts, things are looking a little bit more interesting now. We are seeing many different kinds of treats pitted up against one another. Ice cream cake and cinnamon buns, pie versus milkshakes. It could be a close match between cheesecake and brownies. Both looked good in round 1. Meanwhile, donuts had their hands full for a while with muffins in the opening round, and now they'll see the 4 seed, cookies, a worthy opponent, so keep an eye out on that one too. Let's see how things play out. Would you look at that? We've got some surprise upsets in round 2. Ice cream froze up against fudge. Cupcakes won a close one against chocolate. And to our surprise, it was easy as pie for milkshakes to advance to the next round. While we're throwing the word upset around, here's another seamless segue. Homeowners may understandably feel a little upset should they experience a loss on their property and need to file an insurance claim. Well, you can never be 100% prepared. Our homeowners insurance loss guide videos provide some guidance when it comes to claim prevention and preparation. You can find these videos on our YouTube channel. So we're down to 8 desserts now. Let's take a look at the matchups coming into round 3. We expect a close one between the number 1 seeded ice cream cake and number 5 hot fudge sundae, since both have so much to offer. But the real matchup to keep an eye on is the 6th ranked cupcakes versus the 7th ranked milkshakes. A couple of desserts that are having some sweet Cinderella runs through the tournament. You know what else is sweet? Saving money on your car insurance. While insurance rates vary depending on the individual, we often recommend taking a defensive driving course to New Yorkers looking to save some money. The New York State Defensive Driving Course can qualify you for a 3-year, 10% discount in the base rate of your liability, no fault, and collision insurance coverages for the vehicle assigned to you on your policy. And if you have other drivers assigned to different vehicles on your policy, they can take the course too and make the discount stretch even further. In addition, the class can reduce up to 4 points from your driving record. There is no final exam, the course is relatively short and offers a flexible schedule. You can get started on the course by going to our website, sidleinsurance.com, and selecting Defensive Driving Course underneath the Resources tab. Now let's see how the quarterfinals went. Both of our number 1 seeds are advancing to the Final Four. And what's this? Both 7 seeds as well. Milkshakes shook down cupcakes in Region A, and in Region B, cookies crumbled at the hands of fudge. I don't know about you, but my bracket's busted, and I could use a snack. We're down to 4 desserts, each delicious in their own right. The 2 titans, ice cream cake and cookie cake, have cruised their way to the semifinals. Meanwhile, milkshakes and fudge have had historic runs to get to this point. We may have to consider doing this again next year because opinions and taste buds can change. Your insurance needs can change too. That's why we like to perform renewal reviews with our clients, usually on an annual basis. Most of the time, these reviews don't take more than just a short phone call. You'd be surprised at how much insurance outlooks can change in just a matter of months. Did you sell a property, get married, perform renovations to your home, have a child leave the nest? Did you hire a new employee? Is your business now offering a new service that it didn't before? Did you retire? These are all commonplace situations in which you might not think to inform your insurance agent. But some of these milestones and events might qualify you for discounts on your insurance. Others may bring up new exposures and risks that you don't currently have coverage for. That's why we like to check it. And now, it's time to find out who will be competing for the championship. Unfortunately, milkshakes have finally met their match, and fudge is out too. We were surprised by how some desserts performed, but we aren't shocked to see our 2 best-ranked desserts in the finals. Before we find out our winner, we want to thank you for humoring us and watching this silly video. Sometimes it's hard to keep insurance interesting. We get that not everyone is passionate about insurance and risk management the same way that we are. That said, we're here if you need us. If you have insurance-related questions or needs, please feel free to reach out to Sidle Insurance by calling 607-535-6501 or by visiting our website, sidleinsurance.com. Now, let's meet our Sidle Insurance March Sweetness 2023 champion. Congratulations to Cookie Cake. We're going to celebrate by eating a slice or 2.